Hello. So this is actually a live stream, and it's a review of the Teradek VidiU X. So VidiU X. Saying it's wrong. And this is a live stream, so I won't be correcting it. And I want to do it basically on the go. If I was going to do it from the home, I would probably have chosen the A10 Mini Extreme. But obviously that's not practical. I get the Teradek VidiU X. One of the things most people probably wonder, why the VidiU X over the VidiU Go or the Solar U. Simply, this doesn't have a battery in it. I don't know how much streaming I'm going to do, so I didn't want to ruin the battery and then think, oh, well, that's a useless bit of kit, because especially as it costs around £650 to £750 sterling. So if I was going to have this stored for 2-3 years and forget to charge it, obviously ruin the battery, and then that's just a waste of money. Or if I was using it a lot, I'd basically kill the cycles on the battery, and then yeah, you got use out of it, but I like things to last a bit of time, especially when it costs more than £500. So my Pacific setup for this stream, and it is a live, complete mobile stream actually. I've got the Netgear M5 Nighthawk, so it's a 5G router. This is currently on 4G plus. I've got the OmniCharge charger, and that's connected to the Teradek via USB-C cable, and the Nighthawk is just completely wireless. So that makes life easier for me, because obviously the only cables I've got really is between the camera, which is a Sony 6600, and the you can see in the back. Now I'm streaming at 1500 kilobits a second, which is the highest quality I can stream at for this unit, which is fine. I think that's pretty good stream for 4G anyway, or even 5G if I'm honest. It's upload speed. And I have to say, I chose the VidiU X because of some of the configuration settings. There are 3 ways you can configure it. This lovely screen on the front, which does invert every now and again just to sort of protect itself. Currently this one inverts, so white on black to black on white every 10 minutes. It's got built-in HTML server, so a web server for configuration, and it's also got a mobile app. Now the mobile app is pretty simple, but it does the trick. And it gives you a nice little live preview of what you're sending out. So from my point of view, this is pretty good, pretty versatile, and pretty future-proof. I have tested it. So on the side, we have standard USB out, which can actually work with most mobile routers. So this is the Nighthawk, like I said, so 5G router. And I am aware that the time in the UK is 1:04 in the morning. However, I use UTC time on most of my devices, so I do not change to British Summer Time. So this can use the USB to connect to the USB-C on here, which is fine. That's the modem port. It can also use the Ethernet port on the back, which is just there. And the Nighthawk also has an Ethernet port, and that I've tested that works brilliantly. Obviously it's a gigabit link from the Nighthawk, so more than enough is needed. I don't actually remember what the Ethernet was on here, I have to look that up. But it's connected over to the Nighthawk currently on Wi-Fi AX, which is obviously gives a gigabit speed, and when you're only uploading at 1500 kilobits a second, so 15,000 kilobits a second, who cares? On the back of this, obviously you have the HDMI in, which the camera is using, the HDMI out, which I'm not using. Dropped out. I got a little notification that it's dropped out. I wasn't actually paying attention to the app to know how long ago this dropped out. So I'm just going to go over a few bits again. Just the SD card on the slide here is recording. Well, sorry, it isn't recording. I can get that to record, but I haven't set it to record. Mostly because I just wanted to show you the quality that this broadcasts at in full quality, which is 15,000 kilobits a second, or 15,000 kilobits a second, and I dropped out. I did do this actual stream test before, and it didn't drop out once. So this is quite interesting, and from a viewer's point of view, I guess very useful, because you know that running at 15 kilobits a second, 256 kilobytes of sound a second, 4G plus. It is adaptive. I have enabled adaptive, so it should be adjusting the bit rate, but that's yeah, to be seen later when I review this video. Now, one of the things I will say, Teradek website actually lists this as silent. It is not. There is definitely a fan in it, and I can hear it, and I think the build quality is a little bit questionable. If I shake this, you can hear the fan actually sort of bounce around, make noises and stuff. So I don't know if that's just my unit, or if it's a general build quality issue. For most of the time it's silent, as long as I keep it level, so I don't particularly care. It's not very noisy. It's just a little hum in the background, so it is what it is at the end of the day. Now, quality, I'm going to start moving things around just to be awkward, so you can see the actual quality of the video being produced. What's on this? Nope. Sony says no in this particular one, but can't expect too much all the time, I guess. So yeah, so I'm trying to move things around just so you can see the whole quality of the broadcast. Obviously you see the grain in the desk, see the Teradek there, and that's pretty much it for the review. The application itself, so I was saying, I just noticed the stream dropped out once again. So in a push, I was going to say definitely use the controls. They do work. You can flick through them. Streaming system, networking, audio, etc. Use that in a push. If you can, connect to it via your phone to the web server, and getting the details up for that's pretty simple. You just go to network settings, and actually I can't remember where it is now. I think it's, in my case it's wireless. Choose info, and it just tell you which IP address it's on, and as you can see there, okay. Now I do appreciate this is live, but I'm going to try and reshoot this. Okay, some miracle you're actually watching this live. Yeah, I'm going to reshoot this again with a lower quality to see if I can get a more stable connection. But the whole idea was to do this as mobile as possible, even though I am at a desk, which is obvious. So I'm going to sign off and complete this broadcast. I'm going to try again.